Good morning, it's 5th of December. I can't believe how quickly it's gone already. Yeah, wow, Christmas is really going to be here, folks. I'm not feeling too good today. I have absolutely no idea what I've done, but I'm in a lot of pain. I think I've trapped a nerve in my back. I was absolutely fine, and then I bent over and so it went clang, and since then I've been really painful. That was last night after I finished filming. Yeah. So I've had some paracetamol and I've slathered ibuprofen gel on my back, so hopefully that will help ease the pain. I've done some yoga stretching this morning, but even that hasn't helped, and normally yoga for me really does help. I love my yoga. So yeah, that's all fun. And I was going to take you out today because I go out with my dad once a week. My dad is retired, and we usually go out together once a week, usually for a walk somewhere. And we were going to go out today, and I was going to take you with us. But when we got up this morning, the wind was howling and it was freezing cold. And to be honest with you, it looked set to be a really nasty day, and both my dad and I don't do well in the cold with our asthma, so we decided to rain check. But now the skies are cleared. It's cold, but it's now a nice day, so typical. And I think the walk probably would have done me good to ease the back a bit, but never mind. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today now. I still have some work that I need to do, but I'm still waiting for something in order to be able to do that work, so I'm probably not going to be able to do that today. The house needs tidying, like the bed sheets need changing and needs hoovering upstairs, but I'm probably not going to do that with my back. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes later. See, I'm not really sure what I'm going to do today. Might do a bit of art journaling today, so But anyway, I'll keep you posted and let you know. Which I really wanted to do something fun with you today, which is a bit of a bummer, really. But anyway, I'll catch up with you later. So I was asked by a subscriber about keeping indoor bunnies. So I thought I would chat a little bit about that today. Nibbles just having actually it's a quarter of a carrot each, because the guinea pigs have got a quarter each. Yeah, so we've always had bunnies. Ever since I was a child I've kept bunnies, and they're wary because I've got the camera in my hand. And I've had a mix of outdoor bunnies and indoor bunnies. And for me, my preference is indoor bunnies. The main reasons why I prefer to have a bunny indoors, well, there's a couple really. Firstly is they are very social creatures, and I mean, I am very close to them now. You know, they're very social creatures. They like to live in pairs because they're social, but they also really enjoy interacting with us, and they'll often come up and see us, and you know, they're just really friendly animals, basically. And I find that by having them indoors, I can spend and give them a lot more care and a lot more attention than if they're outside, because they're in the utility room, which is adjacent to the kitchen. And in my old house, I used to live in the kitchen. I'm in the kitchen, you know, a lot of the time. In our house, as you can see, the kind of the utility room, the kitchen and the dining room all kind of together, and the kitchen is kind of like the hub of the home, and because we've got like a breakfast bar there where you can sit and do things, I spend a lot of my time in here, and so they get my company. and they enjoy just sitting and watching what I'm doing, basically. So that's a major part for me. I get to interact with them all the time. They get my company, and because I'm, you know, so close with them, I can spot a lot quicker if they're feeling poorly or anything like that. So whereas when they're out in the you know, if they're kept in a shed in the garden or wherever, excuse me, frog in the throat, they're not with you all the time. They're quite isolated. You have to actually make an effort to go out and see them and spend time with them, which, let's face it, when it's cold, you don't necessarily feel like doing. And I just don't think that they get the, for me anyway, they just don't have as much interaction and time spent with them as I would like to give them when they're out in the garden. It's not me being lazy, it's just there are things that you do around the house, like the dishwasher and the laundry and the cleaning the kitchen. Well, I still have to, you know, you still have to do those regardless, but because the bunnies are in the house, they're with me and interacting with me whilst I'm doing that. Whereas if they're in the garden, I would still have to do all those chores inside and then go out and see them, if you see what I mean. So from an interaction point of view, that's the thing. And secondly, I don't have to worry about them being cold, because they're in the house. We've got, you know, appropriate heating, etc. So in the winter, I don't have to worry about going out and finding a frozen bunny, which is always a worry, because no matter how much you insulate their house outside, obviously if it gets to freezing outside, you know, that's a worry. So that for me is the two reasons why I have them indoors. I mean, we are quite rural now, so you do have to worry about predators, whereas before we were in a housing estate. But, you know, that's kind of secondary to those other two, really. The downside to having indoor bunnies is obviously they are animals, and animals create mess. That being said, bunnies are very easy to litter train. Although this pair of munchkins have decided to stop using their litter tray. So I don't know if you can see. So they're on their blanket at the moment, which is just outside their house. And then just over there, that blue thing is their litter tray, which they have decided to stop using, and they're now going to the toilet on the newspaper, which is on top of the blanket. So that is the downside of having them indoors, is the mess that they create. And their pee can be a little bit stinky, but because I am at home most of the time, I can keep cleaning up the newspaper. And because they are litter trained, and rabbits only tend to go to the toilet in the one place. You know, they go to the toilet on that newspaper, and that's it. They don't toilet anywhere else, which is the really good thing. So you literally only have that one place to worry about cleaning up, basically. But you do have to keep on top of it. She's having a stretch there. Obviously, rabbits do need to stretch, so they do need the space still to be able to run around. So if you do have an indoor bunny, you need to still make space for them to run around. So there she goes on her paper. She's just doing a toilet. she's just toileting now. So you give her some privacy. Oh, she's done. You know, they still need space to be able to run around, which you need to give them. And also they still, like, grass and hay is still a major part of their diet. So as you can see, we have chosen to give them a hay bed, which we clean out and top up still. They know we're talking about them. Here you go, girls. There's the other bit. So yeah, so you still need to make sure that they're getting all the hay and grass. I mean, I tend to let them go out in the fresh air as much as possible, because that's natural for them, and have a roam around on the grass and eat the grass. But we do also provide them with plenty of hay to eat. And yeah, as I say, they still need to have their exercise. But that's pretty much it really. Other than that, everything else is the same, you know. You still need to give your bunnies fresh water and vegetables and hay and their pellets. They need to have exercise, they need to be cleaned out regularly, they need to be groomed and have social interaction. So there isn't anything really different to having an indoor bunny as there is an outdoor bunny, only you do get the benefit of spending more time in their company and having social interaction with them. So I hope that's useful. You know, if anyone's got anything else to chip in, please do so in the comment section below. As you can see, they're very happy, healthy bunnies. They are rescue bunnies. Splodge on the left is the one with the black bits. She is Mummy and her daughter is Nibbles. We don't know how old they are. We think Splodge is about 7 or 8 and Nibbles is about 6 or 7. And we are their 4th family. We've had them now for 3 years and we are their 4th family. So the other thing about having indoor bunnies is if they're rescue bunnies, you can give them a lot more care and attention and comfort because you don't know what they've been through. We believe that this pair came from a domestic abuse background. Splodge does have some funny legs, which they think she'd had her legs broken at some point, but she doesn't really let her affect her much. So yeah, they're happy and healthy. They love being indoors. As I say, they love watching what I'm up to. They're nosy characters. Yeah, and I couldn't go back to having outdoor bunnies now. So yeah, and there you go. So I hope that was useful. And yeah, I'm not sure what else I'm going to do now, so I'll catch up with you again in a bit. I just wanted to show you, look, I've got a fairly clean desk for once. Woo! Exciting, fairly clean. Anyway, here's my beauty. I've had some paracetamol. It's lunchtime now, and I need to write down when I had my paracetamol because I have a memory like a sieve. I honestly do, and I have to write down what I've taken and when I've taken it, because I don't know, if I don't write it down, I will forget. I really am that bad, and I will probably take some more, but also I write stuff down because I'm like, I had it at 11:19 this morning. But sometimes, do you ever think, like, if like your medication's worn off, you're trying to remember and you count back on your fingers, and so I just find it so much easier just to write it down and know where I'm at, so that later on, when I feel like I need more paracetamol, I can just kind of come up or bring my filofax down and just go, oh, I can't have any yet for another half an hour because I had some then. So that's what I do. So I'm not feeling too bad at the moment. I'm feeling a little bit better, which is good. I found this really cute picture of a Father Christmas that came on a leaflet through the door, and I've ripped it out because it had like a load of writing here. But I'm probably going to stick that in my journal, and I figured there's no better way to get me through some pain than to do a bit of journaling. So here's my trusty journal. I'm going to do that. So I've responded to a few comments this morning on my video. Was it from yesterday? Was it yesterday? I can't remember. Well, no, it was a video from the 3rd when I talked about whether you liked filofax videos, and some of you reached out to me and said you do, and you know that if it's a big part of my life, then share. So yeah, basically filofaxing is a big part of my life because I need it to keep myself organised, and as I've just said that I'm quite forgetful, so I have to write things down. Oh my god, the trees are, it's so windy today. Anyway, so I write a lot of things down. So filofaxing is a massive part of my life, as is art and art journaling. It's kind of what makes me me, and what defines me, what kind of makes me me and who I am. So I'm going to stay true to myself, and I am going to talk more in my videos about that kind of stuff. And I guess it's just because I'm one of these people that likes to please everyone all the time, and I take negative comments on board quite a lot, and I need to toughen up. Tough love, toughen up. So I'm going to basically, unless it's constructive criticism, like you need to turn the music down in the background or something, I'm going to ignore negative comments. And it's my channel, people. I'm going to talk about what I want. And I'm going to remain true to myself. So I am going to talk about everything that I like to do and is about me and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, so being in pain has made me tough. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And so yes, I'm going to talk more about filofaxing and organisation and stuff during Vlogmas. So there. Yeah, so I'm going to start journaling, and I will show you the fruits of my creativity soon. Bye. By the way, this is a whizzy chair. That's why I'm spinning around. Am I making you feel really dizzy? Whee! There you go, you just got a 360 tour. See you later. So here he is, just a biro sketch. I really like just sketching with biro because you're committed. And I've done that. I've got a flip lined up on my other channel of this journal, but see, I'm quite a big fan of just biro sketching. You're committed and you can't go back. But that's what it looks like pre-colouring in. I just felt very cold and wintry today, so I've got a cold wintry bunny, and I'm just going to colour him in with pro markers. So I'll show him when he's finished. So here he is, all finished, my little wintry bunny with his little duffel coat on and his hat, gloves and scarf. It's a bit like the other day I did him, but you know, he's not wintry enough. He's wintry. I really like him, I'm really pleased with him. So then I'm going to do some journaling over here, just because I still got that burn mark. I mean, unsightly. I still can't wear my rings because it irritates my burn. So yeah, so my little pro markers. Oh, I love doing just really quick kind of sketchy drawings and colourings in. It makes me happy. My happy bunny. Okay, so the weather has turned absolutely horrendous. The rain is really beating against the window. It's windy, and the power's gone out, so we have no power at all. So it's cold, it's wet, and we have no power. So I'm off to snuggle on the sofa and read my book because there's nothing else we can do. Yay for winter! Is it any good?
Not bad, not bad. What is it?
Is it that bad?
It's very nice brown stuff on rice.
Do you not know what it is?
Some sort of orange thing with some beans and onions.
It's sweet potato and black bean curry with coconut rice. No?
Yeah, it's nice.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Very pleasant.
Darling.
But hot.
Have you been thieving, John?
I think you'll find it's called foraging.
Oh, right. John's been foraging for pine cones to make a festive arrangement in the vase of... That's loads! Oh, that's a bit of tissue, that's nice. Where are you going to put this?
Don't know.
Why don't you know?
I haven't got...
What about on the windowsill? Looks very nice though. I feel like it needs twinkly lights in it. Look at him, a man of contentment with his pine cones. He made that tea yet? You got to keep his men in check. He gets loads.
It's a big forest.
Big. It's really cool though. It does look nice, particularly the ones that are a bit green. Yeah, it looks quite nice, the different tones. Ooh. I think the tissue out of your pocket is exceptionally good though.